If you do go on to enjoy today's video, please remember to hit that like button and of course subscribe for more content. And if you need any coins for Ultimate Team to get a head start on the game, head to the link in the description. Use the code TVM for a discount at checkout. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to a brand new player review, and Gareth Bale is on, or rather under, the microscope for today. He is currently coming in at around 90,000 coins. As you can see, we bought him for less than that, so we've made a little bit of money off him and managed to squeeze a review out. But to be honest, I don't think I'm going to sell him. Reason for that is because, of course, he will be a ones to watch. That is guaranteed already, confirmed by EA. So when that happens, of course, player prices will rise a little bit more. So just bear that in mind when you're buying players like Bale or Rodrigo or any of the ones to watch cards. Prices will likely go up. Now, with that being said, we know his price. How good is he? 4-star skills, only the 3-star weak foot. The one thing that I will say at the very beginning of the game is that I'm not noticing things like weak foot or, well, not work rates maybe, you know, here or there, but not really noticing too much of skills and weak foot, or even what foot they are, and a few other stats here or there, kind of like a little bit like stamina, I suppose, aggression. I'm not really paying too much attention to them because the game is so different, and trying to learn how it works and what you can and cannot get away with, and obviously we don't really know what the meta is just yet, so I'm trying to work those things out. I'm kind of ignoring and letting it go when a player, you know, is on his weaker side and he takes a shot. I'm not really noticing it as much. So even though Gareth Bale does have a 3-star weak foot, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a negative at the moment because I'm not really paying that much attention to it. He has pretty good speed. I mean, he could be faster, of course, 86 acceleration, 89 sprint speed, but to be fair to him, he does feel very quick in game. He has excellent shot power at 90. His positioning is okay at 83. His finishing could be better. It's only 81. The big, obviously, talking point with this is going to be, is his stamina going to hold up? It's only 70. He's only got 78 agility. He's only got 65 balance, and he's only got 79 reactions, and he's 6'1". How will he play in game? Well, we will obviously talk about that. The team that we had him in, of course, Rodrigo in the middle. The review for Rodrigo will be out later this evening. I do have a Donny van de Beek review coming relatively soon, as well as maybe Lo Celso. Not quite sure if anybody wants to see that. I know someone said, can we have a Marco Reus review? I've got so many players I need to do, and unfortunately I don't have enough time to do every single player. I'm going to try and work my way through as many as I possibly can. I'm just trying to get back into the rhythm of doing it, and of course, because I'm not that great at the game yet, not that I will be, it's obviously a learning curve with this, so I'm playing a few more games I normally would do because I'm trying to get a feel for them. It would be unfair for me in the current state that I'm playing the game to be able to slate a player because I'm not very good at the game, you know what I mean? So, is Gareth Bale any good? Question. Yes. I can't quite believe how good he actually is. Like, I'm not saying he's the best player I've used so far. That will be possibly reserved for someone else that you may or may not see a review from today or tomorrow. But he is surprisingly good considering he doesn't have that agility and that balance and even the reactions. It just goes to show that it maybe isn't as important this year as it was last year. Of course, we're still in that sort of FIFA 20 mode in our heads where agility and speed and all the rest of it is the be-all and end-all, and we need that in order to have a good player. Well, no, we don't, by the looks of things. Bale can skin defenders quite easily, despite the fact that he doesn't have 90 pace or acceleration. He can dribble around players as if they're not even there. His finishing from distance in particular needs a little bit of work, I will admit. But what he's really good at is this. Burst through the middle, he's onside, he's in on goal, and there we go. Bang, back of the net, nice finesse shot. In terms of traits, again, that is something that I'm not really paying too much attention to. He does have outside of the foot shot trait and injury prone. No, he's got outside of the foot shot trait and long throw if you're interested in that sort of thing. I'm not personally, but outside of the foot shot, I mean, can't say I noticed it if I'm honest, but this is a prime example. Look at that. Mesut Ozil has 68 pace. And he's just burst through and beaten about 2 or 3 players. And that's what I'm talking about when it comes to pace. Even though Bale isn't lightning on paper, doesn't mean that he's not going to be quick in game. I'm hoping EA don't patch it because pace seems very, very balanced right now. The fast players are fast, but the slow players don't particularly feel that slow. There is some squad battles gameplay in here, only 2 clips, something like that. That was a terrible touch, but he managed to recover quite well and go round. There was a bit of co-op squad battles that I was playing there. And I think we're back into rivals now. It looks like this is going really wide, but he actually gets it on, well, not on target, but if it was a little bit lower, you never know, might have troubled the goalkeeper. I've got to be honest, right, I was expecting very little from Gareth Bale in terms of how quick he would be and how agile he was. But I was pleasantly surprised, and I think it's down to the fact that I was in FIFA 20 mode almost. He gets the ball again here, and again he looks to play it inside, but he's got that mobility, you know, and that's what I really liked about him. In terms of Chem Styles, you can go 1 of 3, maybe even 4 different ways if you really want to. Finisher is, of course, the sniper from last year. Need to remind people of that because I've already had comments saying, why would you say finisher when sniper's clearly better? They've changed it round. So finisher is now what sniper was last year. Sniper is what finisher was. Go look on Footbin, A, if you don't believe me, and B, to have a look to see what I mean. So finisher is what I would go with first, because you do get that that agility boost. Not that you need it, but you do get it, and you get that dribbling boost as well as pushing the finisher up to 96. The other option, of course, is the engine if you want to get him maybe a little bit quicker, maybe a bit more agile, a bit more balanced if you're happy with the finishing the way that it is. And, of course, the final one is the obvious, and it is the hunter. And the reason for that, of course, is because, well, it's a hunter. You get 10 acceleration and sprint speed. You also get 10 finishing, 5 shot power. You get the volley boost if you're interested. But hunter always has just that little bit, I don't know, just gives you that little bit more. I really do like this card. There aren't really many negatives. Of course, the price right now isn't ideal. 90,000 coins for this guy is, I don't know if it is a touch on the expensive side. It's very difficult because at the moment the game officially isn't out until, what, the 9th or the 10th of October or something? So even though the game isn't officially out yet, and obviously the consoles are all on their trials, PC have the full release if you're willing to pay for the pro version, of course. That's how I managed him to play all these games, is because I'm not limited to the 10-hour trial. I do have the full release. But yeah, it's difficult to judge when it comes to prices right now, but I would say that it's in and around the value for coins, definitely. I had a lot of fun with him. I think he's a really good player. Definitely think he'll be FUT Champs worthy. He's 100% rivals and squad battles worthy. I may or may not add a little thing to say about squad battles on the review, maybe underneath the Chem Styles, just to say, you know, yes or no. But in the top right, as you can see, we do have the competitive section lit up. So what I mean by that is any competitive mode, rivals, FUT Champs, and even squad battles, because that is competitive, I would say that he's eligible for. He's usable for. You know what I mean? If I was to review a different player, like a bronze player or a silver player, but I had fun with him, I would highlight the fun player section and obviously dim out the competitive. That's what I'm kind of going for there. But yes, if you are looking for a right wing in the Premier League and you have copious amounts of coins, Gareth Bale will not let you down. If you have enjoyed this play review, do me a favour and hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, of course, and until the next time, goodbye.
Join the Betting Rebellion and find out what your football knowledge is really worth.